Welcome to the Marxist Workers' Party's podcast, Izwi Labasebenzi, bringing reports and analysis of the news from a working class and Marxist perspective, fighting for jobs for all, a 12,500 Rand per month minimum wage and high-quality service delivery, organising to arm the workers and trade union movement with a revolutionary socialist and Marxist programme and policy, building the struggle against capitalism and for working class political power and socialism. In this special bulletin, workers at the Krugersdorp Abattoir in Gauteng, operated by the Shamdor Meatpackers Company and supplying meat wholesalers Beefcore, fight back against management's exploitation, victimisation and racism. On Monday, the 16th of November, workers employed as slaughterers and specialist abattoir cleaners walked out after management reneged on an agreed pay increase or salary increment. On Tuesday, the 17th of November, Marxist Workers' Party activists joined workers who are continuing with protests outside of the abattoir. Workers explained the issue that provoked the strike.
My name is Masikanye Pietras Foley. I work for Beefcore, Shamdor. What happened here, what transpired, it was the issue of salary increment. We wanted to have salary adjustment because of we only earning minimum of 3.6, and then we cannot feed our families or take care of ourselves in regard to a better life. So the employer promised us, said, no, I will give you salary adjustments.
But this pay agreement was a trap and came at a high price for the company's 218 workers.
He decided to retrench 118. As a result, those 118 were, after they were retrenched, he doesn't come back to us and say, now, I have retrenched 118, this is how much I've saved, and then this is how much I'll afford currently to give you salary adjustment. When we approach the management, politely so, to say now, what about the salary adjustment, he keeps on telling us that he doesn't have any money, the company doesn't make money.
Workers explained that the retrenchments were used to disorganise the workers and weed out and victimise so-called troublemakers.
Because there was no proper consultation. They just came with the list of the people that they don't want in their premises. They just went to the supervisors who you don't want in your department. That means that those are the ones that are talking too much. These 118 people that are retrenched is the people that actually rise up to the management and say, these are our concerns. Why are we treated this way? Those are the only people that were retrenched. And then the private companies where they outsource services in terms of labor, they are still inside working. The labor broker, it is still within the premises. They are working, but they have retrenched permanent workers. How can you retrench a permanent worker leaving a labor broker inside working? That means it is not the issue of that you don't have money to pay those workers. You are victimizing them. We are working for the management that is very biased and very vindictive. If you question those decisions that they are making, they target you and make sure that you are fired. Like Comrade Mtembu, he was one of our senior shop stewards. He's now fired because of they are vindictive, and then they just marked him, and then when the retrenchment comes, they make sure that he doesn't survive retrenchment because of he was talking too much.
The bosses, falling back on the tired old excuse that we have no money, used by bosses across the world to increase the exploitation of their employees, workers explained the real situation following the retrenchment of more than half the workforce.
My name is Paul Mukhabane. Each and every guy who are working two jobs, meaning who are working for the job who are paid for the people who are retrenched. But when we ask about the money, they said there's no money. On top of that, we are working over hours, overtimes. So those overtimes you don't get paid for it. When you ask, they say if you don't want to work overtime, let's say we work from our normal hours is from 6 o'clock in the morning until 3. When you say no, but my time is up, I can go. They say if you don't want to work, go and don't come back. They threaten you, you mustn't come back again. It means now you are working extra hours without getting paid.
The remaining workers returned to the management, wanting to know what had happened to the agreed pay increase.
Actually, what happened is that we were in the meeting on the Friday. That's when then we sat around the table with the management to have the feedback to say, guys, we're still waiting for salary adjustments and more and other benefits. They said to us, no, we still don't have money after retrenchment. We cannot pay you anything for 2020. There won't be any increment, no salary adjustment. You will get nothing. Then as the shop steward, we then went to the workers because of we carry the mandate of the workers. And then we then inform them, give them feedback. That's what transpired at the meeting. These are the exact words of the management. Then the workers said, tomorrow morning, we're not going to enter the premises. We are going to demonstrate outside. That's how the strike began.
The divide and rule tactics being used by the management of the Krugersdorp abattoir are nothing new. The promise of a pay increase appears to have been dangled as a carrot to keep the heads of those workers not facing dismissal down. As soon as the assault on the workforce was carried through, management then went back on their promises over pay. Workers described to us the importance of the pay increase to them and their families.
My name is Lucky Ngangala. My salary was not good for me because of I thought my salary was 3,600 before I get retrenched. So now I got a retrench, so was not enough for me because of I have a wife and then I have 4 daughters also. So that was not good for me. So I can feel happy if they can give us money and they must treat their workers nicely. So that is what I want.
If there's no bank that will approve you for anything, if you are earning 3.6.
The issue of unpaid overtime.
My name is Sandile Mdaros. I work at Chamto Meat Packers. My problem is it's about the man. If you work overtime, they did not pay the overtime. If you go to ask how come, they tell you you work a short time.
The lack of adequate training and callous approach to health and safety.
When you get here, maybe you are employed for the first time. There's no induction. They just give you a knife. Maybe you haven't used a knife the rest of your life. They will give you a very sharp knife. Then you will cut yourself and go and work. There are no toolbox talk where work is discussed. There are no trainings where, remember, when you slaughter, there are machines that cut horns. There are jacksaws that cuts off carcasses to make them look good. Those people who are working with those dangerous machines are untrained. They don't even qualify to work with those machines. They don't care. If you get injured, it's up to you. The carcasses fall from the top. Remember, the whole cow, it weighs about 600 kgs. Maybe I'm weighing 60 kgs. That thing will fall on top of me. And then they don't even call an ambulance for you. They'll take a bakkie, put you at the back of the bakkie and send you to hospital. They don't care.
And the standard practices of nepotism and racism in promotions and job progression.
The whole management here, they are white. The only manager that was black was Mr. Bulu. Mr. Bulu was fired. They made sure that he doesn't survive the retrenchment, like I've said earlier on. the retrenchment was designed to get rid of the people that they don't want, so that they can put people that they want.
2 years, 2.5 years. I'm going to 3 years now. I've been working here. Some other guys here around me, maybe they have more than they have more than 5 years here, but they've never been recognized. They don't have they don't put an internal post so that we can apply for the job that they are posting. We can see only their favorite people. They put there. After that, 3 months, 3 months along down the line, they promote him. That person is going to be a boss. When you ask why this person is been, I taught him a job. He came here without knowing anything, but now it's about me, and it's earning more than me. Because now it's a favoritism. It does make me frustrating. It starts frustrating me, and especially everyone. Yeah, especially I don't want to. Okay, let me put it. Color. They will make white people above us.
As we publish this special bulletin, the strike is ongoing. Management are claiming that they have dismissed workers for embarking on an unprotected strike.
Listen, we are trying to fight for our jobs, because of the aim is not to boycott or to embark onto strike, but we are fighting for our jobs. We want to work, but we want to work with the employer that recognizes us, that we are people, and then we are worth it to him as much as he is worth it to us. So if we can have a good working relationship, that's all we are asking from the employer, and to pay us according to how we work, not victimizing us or underpaying us. People, they are unhappy on this company. We are working for a company that they don't even tell you where is your provident fund, or who is the person that you are paying provident fund to. You are not even sure. Sometimes the UIF on your payslip is there. Sometimes you don't see it. So there are many things that are not according to law here. And then listen, if I earn 3.6 now, it means when I'm 65 years going to pension, I'll only saved about 40 something thousand. What I'm going to do with that money? That's why we are trying to fight now for our rights. Make sure that when we leave this company, the generation that is going to come after us is going to find a situation that is suitable for a human being to work on it.
The Marxist Workers' Party stands in full solidarity with the workers of the Krugersdorp abattoir and are supporting their struggle for reinstatement and the implementation of the agreed pay rise. A fighting and democratic trade union must be built in the Krugersdorp abattoir and all the workplaces of the Beef Corps Company, organising the entire workforce to fight for a minimum living wage of 12,500 Rand per month, paid overtime, fully certified training, workers' control of all health and safety procedures, and an end to nepotism and racism. We appeal to the wider working class and trade union movement to support this campaign and these demands. We call on the Kagiso community to stand in full solidarity with the Krugersdorp abattoir workers and support the workers' call made earlier in this special bulletin to create the conditions for future generations to be able to work and live with dignity, treated as human beings. However, the ANC government and all the parties represented in Parliament defend the capitalist profit system that allows the exploitation of the working class to continue. Workers and their organisations, trade unions and community organisations need to support the creation of a socialist mass workers' party and become part of the struggle to build one. Let us replace the corrupt politicians and the exploitative and racist bosses with the rule of the working class in a socialist society. If you have any questions or comments about the contents of this bulletin, please let us know and we may try and respond in future bulletins. Also, if you know about or are involved in any struggles that you would like us to report on, or have any suggestions for future topics that you would like us to cover, please contact us. Our contact details will be provided at the end. The Marxist Workers' Party is an affiliate of the Committee for a Workers' International, the CWI, building global working class unity in the struggle for a socialist South Africa, a socialist Africa, and a socialist world. If you would like to join the Marxist Workers' Party or find out more about us, including building the CWI in Southern Africa, please visit our website at www.marxistworkersparty.org.za or call or WhatsApp us on 081 366 7375.